Yo, what's up guys, my name is Hakiii, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get all rare cars in GTA 5 Online. I'm going to combine all the ones I've ever showcased into one. Some of them are savable, some of them aren't, but they're all definitely pretty cool to use. If you go on to enjoy and it does go on to help you out, drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, drop a sub so you never miss any more awesome videos like these. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell too while you're at it, and let's get straight into it. Alright, now the first vehicle is going to be the Submersible. This is basically the mini submarine, and here's the exact location where it's going to be spawning. So it's going to be spawning right about here. Here it is on the map. It's basically the bottom right edge. It's going to spawn either right here on the side of the little pier thing, or it's going to spawn on the very edge right over here. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do right now. So you guys can come here with any vehicle you want. It doesn't really matter. So it's either going to be spawning right over here on the side, as I said, or you guys want to drive all the way to the edge right over there. And so if it didn't spawn for you, just drive back to the entrance and then do exactly what I did. And here it is. So it spawned on the side for us. This is the exact spawn location on the map once again. I did manage to spawn it in on the side right here more than on the edge over there. So I guess it's a little bit more likely to spawn right here. But once you spawn it in, this is a very cool vehicle. Just go ahead and jump on it and then enter it. And you could just go exploring the oceans of GTA 5 Online. It's actually pretty detailed, like on the bottom and stuff. You could legit go anywhere you want with this vehicle. It's very cool. If you don't really feel like taking the giant submarine we already have in the game and you want to get this like mini one, that'd be a pretty good idea. But once again, this is pretty freaking detailed. You got some plants, you're gonna find some fish as well, maybe even sharks, I'm not too sure. You could go in first person, it looks even sicker. Next vehicle is going to be the Dozer. It's basically like a construction type vehicle. It's going to be spawning right here on the map. So I'm going to drive away a little bit, come back, and it should spawn right there. And I guess I'll just get a regular vehicle, that might help. And here it is, we got the Hvy Dozer. I think that's actually the full name of it. You could just freely get in it, and then you could like flip cars around or like pick up pedestrians or even players for that matter. So you could just have a ton of fun with this. It's pretty slow, I gotta say, but you can have a ton of fun with like the thingy on the front. You could just pick up cars just like me here. Holy crap. Usually you're only able to like flip them over, but I just literally picked up an entire car. And by the way, it only spawns there during daytime, so make sure you guys go to that location during daytime only. Next vehicle is going to be the police motorcycle. It's actually called the Wolf's Bane. So to spawn it in, go to this exact location on the map. It's on the far right side of the map, and it will help you spawn it in if you have some sort of regular motorcycle like the Peyote one right here. So not something like the Oppressor Mark II, but you want to be in this area during daytime, so anywhere from like the early morning time right now all the way up to the afternoon. So you guys want to go in this grocery store real quick, pull out your weapon, point it at the cashier, and once the cashier has his hands up, you guys want to exit the grocery store and then quickly drive to the back of this ammunition store right here, and then turn your camera angle to the right side so you're facing away from the spawn location, and just wait a bit till you guys see someone driving in the area. And try to search for a police bike. So I think we got it this time. We finally freaking got it. So there is the cop and there's the police bike. So just go ahead and take him out, and now you have the beautiful police bike. It did take me a good amount of time to get this thing. It also has a pretty cool siren. It's like different from the standard police cars. Now let's move on to the next vehicle. This next one's actually going to be in a custom job. I'll make sure to link it down below in the description so you guys can bookmark it and then play it yourself. So just go into your bookmark jobs. Obviously after you bookmarked it in the social club website, then it's going to be in death matches, and it's called the Boeing 747s. Basically like the jumbo planes. You're only able to mess around with this in story mode, I believe, so it's nice to have this in online, or I guess with your online character you don't have to go into story mode. And this could be a ton of fun with friends. Once again, if you like doing like airport role plays, or specifically being a pilot or just flying overall in GTA, this could be a really fun thing. And you will need at least one person to play with you, so just invite any one person really. And once it starts up, you guys will see you're gonna spawn right next to a jumbo plane. These are absolutely huge, and you gotta be careful not to blow them up, because like every single tiny obstacle you run into, if it's a solid one, you're gonna blow up. So now you could just go ahead and take off. There are a limited amount of these, so make sure you don't blow up too many, but you guys should be fine if you're just messing around for 20 minutes. You can also put whatever time limit you want at the start. Next up, we got the Dock Tug. This vehicle is extremely hard to spawn in. It might be one of the hardest, if not the hardest vehicle to spawn in ever. At least for my experience, this vehicle is the hardest vehicle I've ever had to spawn in. The spawn rate of it is crazy low, and it's one of the more unique looking vehicles in the game. It's only a one-seater, and it's actually got some good handling for how how big it is. It still is pretty slow though, but you guys could just drive around in sessions and show your friends or just random players in the sessions how crazy this vehicle is, because I bet a lot of people don't know this vehicle exists. Here's the spawn location of it. It's going to be around this like factory pier type area. I was just flying a helicopter in the area, but you guys don't have to fly a helicopter. You can use pretty much any vehicle. It doesn't really matter in this case. So unless you get really lucky, it's going to take a good amount of time to spawn this vehicle in. It's a very odd shaped like utility type vehicle, and if you manage to spawn it in within a couple of tries, I mean, hats off to you, because that's just actually crazy. Once again, the spawn rate is very low. You're gonna see it either parked up right next to the road or a pedestrian driving it. Next up is gonna be the rare Dubsta. This could come either in chrome or gold. First thing, go ahead and call up Miss Baker. You actually need a penthouse to be able to call Miss Baker. Then once you call her, go ahead and select car services and then select the Dubsta. Then it's gonna spawn you a matte black Dubsta. You guys want to drive this, and then the exact spawn location of this modded Dubsta is gonna be the parking spots right next to LS Customs. And so just drive in big circles around the area, and you guys want to drive up to the spawn location fairly slowly. And from my experience, this is the hardest vehicle to spawn in out of all vehicles in this video. It took me a good like 20 or 30 tries, so if you don't get it the first time, trust me, it's gonna take a bit, unless you get like really lucky. And make sure to do this during daytime as well. I managed to spawn it in at like the last second at sunset. But yeah, it's that simple, but trust me, it's a lot harder than you think. You have to get really lucky to spawn this in within a few tries. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The next vehicle is going to be the Sentinel Xs, and it's going to be spawning right next to this arcade right here. So here it is on the map. It's going to be spawning right on this road, and it's going to be spawning anywhere from 9 p.m. in game time all the way till 5 a.m. in game time. So as you guys can see, it is about to be 9 p.m. so it's only going to be spawning in the nighttime, and it is kind of like a nighttime type vibe vehicle. Now there's two different versions of this car. There's a lime colored one, and then there's also a purple colored one. Now the lime colored one is a little bit less rare than the purple one. The purple one is a little bit more rare, but they still are both rare, and they both sell for roughly $15,000 to $20,000, which is a solid price, I'd say. So what you guys want to do to actually spawn it in, just check your phone, make sure it's at least 9 p.m. So basically what you guys want to do to spawn it in, make sure it's at least 9 p.m. in game time. So you guys want to circle this block right here, exactly where I'm hovering over here. Just go ahead and circle this block till you guys actually find it, and you guys don't want to go too fast. You guys don't want to go too slow either, but just go ahead and circle this block until you guys find one. And you guys can either be on a bike or a sports car or a supercar. It doesn't matter too much. I'm just doing it on a bike because it is faster uphill, as you guys can see right here, so feel free to use a bike for this. So as you guys can see, I did circle the block and I got it first try. I got the purple one first try. It's actually kind of rare to get it first try. It usually takes like 5 to 10 tries. And as you can see, there's already a bunch of upgrades that were made to this car, so it is pre-customized obviously. There we go, we got the lime one. So as you guys can see, it's kind of like, ouch, it's kind of a mix in between a lime yellow and a green. It's a little bit less nice than the purple one, especially because the wheels are red for some reason. I don't know why they mixed up red with lime, but it still is pretty upgraded. You got the little spoiler right there. Alright, so what you guys want to do, make sure you're at LSIA, and pretty much you guys want to make sure you have any sort of job on your phone. You guys can join anytime. And now from here, make sure you guys become a CEO, and then you guys want to go into VIP work, and then go all the way down to hostile takeover, and then make sure you guys choose LSIA, and then go ahead and press start. Then it should start anytime. There you go. So go over to this hangar right here, and you guys basically just want to kill the guys right here. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. So pretty much make sure you guys do not collect the briefcase. Just go ahead and collect this beautiful buffalo right here, as you guys can see, and you guys just want to drive away. So now once you're in this area, just go ahead and pull up your phone and join a job real quick, any job. And so once you guys join this job, you want to immediately quit. And once again, this could be a Martin job, a Gerald job, a Ron job, any of those types of jobs. So once you join one, just go ahead and quit as soon as you get a chance. And now once you guys quit, you guys will see you should have the cops off you. Sometimes you're not going to have the cops off you, which is fine. You could just let the cops kill you and you'll still have this vehicle. And then you guys want to go over here to the arm wrestling place. And so once you get to this arm wrestling place, just go ahead and drive over the white circle just like this. And then as soon as you get out the car, you want to spam right on the D-pad as fast as you can to go ahead and load into the arm wrestling thing. So just go ahead and exit the vehicle and spam right on the D-pad. And as soon as you load into it, just like last time, just go ahead and back out. And you guys should see you're not going to see the vehicle at first, so just go ahead and run over here, and then while you look back, you should see the vehicle is back there exactly like this. So we did it absolutely perfectly. It is completely repaired now. Make sure you guys head to this exact location. I'm gonna zoom out real quick and zoom back in. So make sure you guys head to this exact spot and make sure you guys have either an Oppressor Mark II like me here or some sort of helicopter that will do the job. Now the tornado is actually going to be spawning on that hill right there, but you guys will see why you want to be on this hill later on. So basically pull up your phone and see what time it is, and you guys want it to be about 6:30, and when it turns 6:30 you guys just want to be facing away, including your camera angle. Make sure you face it away from the spawn location, and exactly at 7 p.m. pretty much 19:00 you guys will see it will spawn there. So we're actually going to turn and see if it's there at around 7:05. So as you guys can see, it's about to be 7 p.m. and you guys want to use a sniper for this. You're going to be needing to snipe someone. So as you guys can see, it is now 7 p.m. and just a few minutes past it in game. And let's go ahead and turn around, and as you guys can see, it is there, and you guys want to quickly snipe the person driving it. And as you guys can see, I did in fact kill him. And make sure you guys just use a regular sniper, not an explosive one, because I actually blew it last time I tried. So just go ahead and get this beautiful tornado, and you can go ahead and call the cops off. And I accidentally took out the lady in the passenger seat as well. And as I'm falling down here, pretty much once you call the cops off, just go ahead and drive to any garage you want to save this in. So basically, to summarize that, you guys want to be facing away from its spawn location from about 6:30. So as you guys can see, it is 6 right now, and you guys want to turn around from about 7:01 to like 7:05, and that's what makes it so rare. There's only a couple of seconds you guys can actually get this to spawn in. We're gonna be doing the modded Sand King. Now this can spawn in like a baby blue type color or like a really nice looking yellow. So all you want to do, you want to be driving up and down this road right over here. So it's the road right under Sandy Shores Airfield, and preferably you want to be driving a Sand King. This is gonna up the chances of you actually spawning it in. You can either find one off the street or call a personal one in, or you could just use any other off-road vehicle, but the Sand King would be the best one. So all you guys want to do, just drive up this road, and the spawn location is actually going to be right over here in this parking lot. So just like with the rat loader, make sure you drive up slowly, and you want to be facing away from the spawn location. So, and if you don't get it the first time, that's completely fine. And I forgot to mention that this does spawn in from morning all the way to like late afternoon time. So as you guys can see on the phone, it's 3 p.m. in game time. All right, so I had a little trouble spawning it in. So what I did, I went ahead and bought myself a Sand King XL. The only difference is that the XL is a 4-door and the smaller one is a 2-door. So now let's see if it makes a difference. So I'm gonna drive up slowly and turn my camera to the right. And we finally got it. So this time we got the yellow one, and the cool thing about the yellow one, as you guys can see right here, is that it actually has ice white wheels. This is the only pre-customized vehicle in the game that actually spawns in with ice white wheels. They are pretty freaking rare. Alright, so pretty much the only requirement for this is make sure you guys have a submarine, and then once you're in your submarine, go on the planning screen right here, and once you're on the screen, go one tap to the right and click on approach vehicles, and then you guys want to start up either Alkonos right here or Stealth Annihilator, which is actually the mission that's locked. As you guys can see the locked icon right there. Both of them work for this, but I'm just going to be doing the Alkonos just because I already have it unlocked. So you guys want to actually have the part 2 of this, so make sure you guys complete part 1. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes. You basically just have to go to the army base, kill a couple people, and then deliver a big plane. And once you complete it, go back in your submarine, and then you guys want to go ahead and start up part 2, pilot. So we just started it, and you guys actually want to get a specific location for this, and I'll open up the map and show you guys. So as you guys can see, we got a location in Vinewood Hills, which is not what we want. So we actually want a different specific location. So basically, if you didn't get the specific location like me, just go ahead and go into creator, and then from creator start up an invite only session, and I'll get back to you guys once I got the specific location, then I'll show you guys exactly where it is. And let's see if we got the location we want. So yeah, we actually got the location. So this is the exact location you want to get on the map. Once again, if you didn't get that, just go ahead and load into a new invite only session. But I'm just gonna take the helicopter and go there. So it's called the Sanchiansky Mountain Range. That's the exact location you want to get. So once you get to the location, just go ahead and get the slam van. As you guys can see, there's the beautiful slam van right there. And you do have to kill a couple people, so just go ahead and take everybody out and get the slam van. So once you take everybody out, just go ahead and take the slam van, and once you take it, just throw a sticky bomb on the plane to go ahead and end the mission, and then you could just go ahead and invite your friends into the session. And once again, if you guys want to go ahead and save this, you guys actually need to do the give cars to friends glitch. So the first vehicle I'm going to be showing off is how to get the rare rat loader. Now it's not going to look exactly like this because I have this modded one right here, but it is going to be pre-customized, and as you guys can see, we already managed to spawn the yellow one. These can spawn either in a yellow or green, but as you can see, it is already pre-customized, so that is the exact spawn location. So let me show you guys on the map. It's going to be spawning right about here next to this gas station, all the way up in Paleto Bay, as you guys can see. So I already managed to spawn one in, but I'm going to be explaining what you guys exactly need to do. So as you guys can see in game time, it is just under 8 a.m. right now. Now it's going to be spawning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. in game time, so make sure you're around here at that time. And so all you guys want to do is just drive around here and make sure you drive fairly slowly up to the spawn location next to that gas station, as you guys saw. And it will help you if you guys are actually driving a rat loader that's not pre-customized. And as you guys can see, we got the green one this time. So all you want to do is just drive up to the spawn location pretty slowly, and you guys want to preferably be driving a rat loader or like a muscle or off-road vehicle. Next one, we got the Pagali. Now this spawns in roughly in the same area as the dock tug. As you can see, I actually found it using the dock tug, and it was just a pedestrian driving it on the main road of the factory pier area. I never even knew this was a street vehicle. You can see a pedestrian driving, but obviously it's too high end of a vehicle, so you can't like go and save it in LS Customs. Next one's gonna be the dump truck. It's a super heavy and super big construction vehicle. It's gonna spawn in this off-road track. Here it is on the map. It's on the right of the Sandy Shores airfield in the prison. There's a few different spawn locations for it on this off-road track, but it's all in this area. So just fly around here and just make sure it's daytime too. And here it is. So this is one of the spawn locations. It spawned on the side right here. Oh, we actually got a pedestrian driving it too right there. So I guess you guys can have multiple. Oh my god, there's two more right there too. But yeah, this is easily one of the, if not the most powerful land vehicle in the entire game. Next one's gonna be the ambulance helicopter. It's gonna be spawning on top of pretty much any police station. It's either gonna be a police helicopter or an ambulance helicopter. So this is one location it could be spawning at. So here it is on the map. Another police station it could be spawning at is like the one in this area, I think. It's like about right here. There's a police station in this area. And then the final one is right over here. This is the third police station it could be spawning at. And obviously it's gonna be spawning on the roof because I mean it needs to be on a helipad. And there we go. We finally managed to spawn in the ambulance helicopter. I personally think this one's a little bit cooler than the police one, just because you see the police one fairly often when you got stars on you. So I guess you can use this for like a paramedic roleplay type thing. Next one is the space docker. So what you guys need to do, go down below in the description and bookmark a specific job. It's basically a custom modded job you guys need. And then to access it, just press start, go into online, go into jobs, play job bookmarked, and then it's going to be a capture. And I actually didn't bookmark it yet. It is going to be in my recently played though, because I have recently played it before. And it's called YouTube Fantasy Gamer. Then for these conditions, I don't think it really matters. I guess I'll just put it on all points. And then time of day, I'm going to set it to noon so you can see it best. And then I'll put it on owned and pickups. I don't think it matters that much, but and then confirm settings and then invite one friend to load in with you. You need at least 2 people to start this. So if you want to drop your gamer tags down below in the comments, you can, so you guys can load in with each other. So some people are going to respawn with Trevor's truck and some people are gonna respawn with the space docker. So I think the other person also has to take the easy way out. Yeah, so he does have the space docker. Once again, you just gotta play around with taking the easy way out. And then let's go ahead and check out this sick looking vehicle. Once again, it's probably the rarest vehicle ever, and it does have a pretty cool horn as well. Pretty interesting sounding horn. Next up is the clown van. So to start off, go down below in the description and bookmark a specific job. You do need a custom job. It's a link to the Rockstar Social Club website, so you just sign in and then you just bookmark that specific job that it takes you to. And then we're gonna find it by pressing start, going into online, jobs, play job, bookmarked, and then it's gonna be a stunt race and it is called Candyland. So here it is. Make sure you find this exact one and then load into it. And as I said earlier, you can either start this up solo or you can get a ton of friends in. It's 1 to 30 players, so you can have a ton of people in if you wanted to. You can set the number of laps to whatever you want. The vehicle class, make sure you keep it on vans. Time of day can be on noon. Traffic I'm gonna put off. Wanted levels also off. And then custom vehicles, make sure you keep it on restricted. And then these two are really up to you. And then confirm settings. And I'm just gonna start it up by myself. But once again, if you want to get friends in, you can. And then all of you are gonna spawn in with the clown van. And there you go. So we got the clown van. It is locked on the clown van, so you can't really use any other vehicle, which is completely fine obviously. So then I'm gonna confirm it and ready. It does look pretty cool. It's got this really unique livery and it's got the horns up top too. This is basically the Speedo van just with cool wheels, a cool livery. Once again, the horns up top. It's got the little red thing on the front, which is pretty cool. And overall, just really nice looking colors, very vibrant. It's basically a race. If you actually want to go and complete this race, you can. But if you guys want to go off track and go into the city and drive this around, you can also do that too. Let me turn up the game sound so you guys can hear the horn. It's basically the Speedo van just with all these unique customizations it's got on it. The next ones are going to be all the gang cars. Alright, so there's actually 3 different kinds of gang cars we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for yellow ones, green ones, and purple ones. And there's a couple of different cars that can spawn. There could be the Buccaneer, which I'm driving right now. There could be the Peyote. There could be the Mandiana. They're going to be pre-customized as well. You guys will see there's going to be a bunch of customization options already on them. And also the Tornado as well. So the Peyote, the Buccaneer, the Mandiana, and the Tornado. Those are the possible cars that can spawn. So you don't have to be in this exact spot, but just make sure you're in this area. And so what you guys want to do, you guys want to get either a muscle car, like a sedan or anything along these lines. I just found a street Buccaneer right here. So if you do manage to find a stock version of one of the cars, definitely get that. That could definitely help you spawn the gang versions of these cars. You don't have to, but it's just something that's going to help it spawn in. So the first kind we're going to try to spawn are the Vodkos Cars, which are the yellow ones. That's like the yellow gang. From my experience, they're the easiest ones to spawn in out of the 3. So drive up and down this road and it could either spawn in this parking lot, in this parking lot, or in this parking lot. And as you guys can see, I am in a public session. I do recommend you guys go in a public session. I don't know if you have to, but I've had a little bit more luck spawning it in public sessions and not invite onlys. You guys can see there's a bunch of gang members in yellow. That's how you know this is like the Vodkos area. And you don't want to go too fast, but also not too slow for this. So I'm just going to tap the gas button and I just look for the cars in these parking lots once again.
5 minutes later.
So we did manage to spawn in a purple one first. Usually the purple ones are a bit harder to find. So this is the exact spawn location of the purple ones. It's going to be right up this road right here. And I think once we get in, all the gang members are going to start shooting us. So let's go ahead and try this. I'm going to steal it real quick and hopefully they don't mind. Oh, they clearly mind. Yep. My original plan was to find the yellow one first since they're the easiest to spawn in from my experience. But I mean, we got a purple one. That's also good. I'm going to go and put some insurance on this. But once you guys get one of the gang cars, that's going to help you spawn more gang cars in. So now we got one of these gang cars. Now we're going to use it to spawn in more gang cars. We'll see what cars we're going to spawn in. They might also be the Buccaneer. They might be the other cars. It really depends how lucky you are. And I'm going to face my camera angle away from the spawn location. Let's see if that helps. And we did manage to find another Buccaneer. This time a yellow one, a Vodkos version of it. So it's definitely easier to spawn these in. Once you guys find one of them, you could just keep on spawning more and more of them. And I think I see another one right there in that parking lot. Yeah, so another Buccaneer in this parking lot and another Buccaneer, I guess. So we got 3 yellow Buccaneers. Once again, the yellow gang cars are going to be in this area, in these 3 parking lots basically. And you do want to be careful before you guys get in it because once again, the gang members are going to go ham on you. So I'm going to leave this purple one and take the yellow one since I do have insurance on that one. I could just come back to that one, but now I got the yellow one. I'm getting a lot of Buccaneers as well, but once again, there's other versions you guys can get. You can also get this car. What do you call this one? Oh yeah, this one's the Mandiana. So this is one of the cars you guys can get. And we did manage to spawn a green one as well. And I don't know if I trust this guy, of course. So you guys saw where the spawn location of the green one was. It's right up this road. I'll show you guys on the map in a second. Basically, the purple one is going to be on this road. The green one is going to be more over here, and then the yellow one is going to be right about here. And we did manage to spawn a yellow Mandiana, so there you go. For the most part, it is randomized which car you guys. Sometimes you're going to get the Buccaneer, sometimes the Mandiana, and we did get another yellow Buccaneer right there, but I'm actually going to stick with this Mandiana. I think it's a little bit cooler. It's got the flames on the sides right there. It's got some more customization options than the Buccaneer, I think. It doesn't have to be during daytime, but I think during daytime it is a bit easier to spawn these in. There's some cool customization options on this one. I think the wheels are also customized. And there's another green car right there. So as you guys can see, that's the spawn location. It's basically the exact same car, only in green. And after a few more upgrades, I got this car looking absolutely pimped out. So we spawned a lot of Buccaneers. We got some Mandianas as well. Let's see if we can get some Peyotes and Tornadoes. Those two are a little bit harder to spawn in from my experience. And that's another green Mandiana right there. So now we've driven all of them, the yellow one, the purple one, and the green one. But now I'm strictly gonna try to show you guys the other vehicles. This Mandiana actually has some windows, it looks like, so each one is a little different in terms of customization. Each car does have its own unique customization options, which I like, and you can sell them for a good amount as well. Each one's about 15 to 25,000, in between that range. So we got a green Buccaneer right here, so a lot of Buccaneers. The Buccaneer is probably the most common one. I guess I'll take it, why not, although they're gonna start shooting me probably. Oh, They don't care. So I'll get back to you guys once I find either the Tornado or the Mandiana. So if you don't find it, just drive away a little bit and then come back. And there isn't any specific time you need to be here. They spawn both during daytime and nighttime. Alright, so I'm in a public session now. Let's see if we can spawn it in. And there we go. I was having a little bit of trouble spawning it in a private session. So if you guys want to go ahead and go in a public session, that might help, because in an invite only, I was having a little bit of trouble. But there we go. We got the Tornado. Along with having stock versions of the car you're trying to get, these upgraded cars are also good. So let's say, for example, you found the upgraded Tornado. You can go ahead and use that to find more, whether it be another Tornado or one of the other ones. And if for some reason you can't find any of these vehicles stock, you could just get like a muscle car or anything along the lines of that. A modded Peyote. This thing looks absolutely amazing. It's got a lot of cool upgrades to it. As you guys can see, the seats, the back of it, it's just a beautiful car.